Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. I was asked, as I travel and I meet so many people, I was asked if I can tell if someone is a violent person, if someone has the capabilities of taking life. And it's funny. My wife could not believe that I'm such a bad judge of character. And I don't quite understand how that fits, because I don't even bother to judge someone's character. I am that bad. I don't even try to judge them. I don't try to sense what kind of person this is. I just take it for granted that everyone I meet is a good, decent person. And I treat them like that. But I do have one hand on my gun and the other hand on my knife, just in case I'm wrong. But anyway, I don't know. And I expect, whenever I meet people, you're the same way. When you meet someone for the first time, you're always at your best behavior. And so I expect the same thing from everybody. Now, once you get to know anybody, you start seeing their faults and stuff like that. And then, depending on how bad their faults are and how easily they express those faults will depend on how long you're going to be around them, if you're going to associate with them anymore or stuff like that. But I just take it for granted everybody is good, and I expect people to act their best when I'm around anyway. It's funny because I've been around people that have been, like I say, I've been around drug dealers, drug enforcers, trained the SWAT teams, the military people, been around a lot. And I've had to interact with these people. And whether I'm out here in Central America somewhere being stopped in the middle of the jungle by military or police, bandits, it doesn't make any difference. I treat them all the same. And I expect to be treated with a certain amount of respect. And now we're right back to the same thing. I've got means to guarantee that I will be treated to a certain amount of respect. In other words, I don't allow people to abuse me. Down here is really the number one concern is being physically abused, and especially seeing when they stop you like that particular situation, they're the ones with the guns and the weapons. And the one thing about guns and weapons, people that tend to use guns and weapons, that's normally their only plan to get the respect that they want. They need some type of weapon to gain that respect. And so you just got to keep that in mind when you're meeting people of that caliber. And that does also include, like I say, police and military in the United States. Now, I catch a lot of heat from the police in the United States on my videos. Face to face, there's no heat about it. I got many of them. Good people, many of them. But like everything else, it's that attitude that kind of gets in the way with some people, especially when they have, when you have a firearm, you get a funny kind of an attitude. And then when you belong to an organization, like a pack of dogs, then you feel more superior. And so that's why you have to watch out when dealing with, or when meeting police, military, and bandits. But like I say, they all are tribal type. They're all organized to a certain degree, and so that's why they demand a little more authority over you because of the weapons and the group of them. And but anyway, I meet these people, and I cannot figure out their moral standing. The one good thing is military. I have found military are much easier to get along with. That's because usually military stays with themselves. In the United States, you know, it's unconstitutional for the military to be used in the United States. So we don't really, in the United States, associate with the military so often. The only ones you really associate with are your family members that are in the military. But you don't have to face them all that much. But I've noticed them down here. I would much rather get stopped by the military than police or bandits. Military, there's less. It seems like there's less corruption on the street level. Now, so these people tend to be a little easier to get along with. And but like I say, as individuals, all of them, once you get them as an individual, you will see they're completely different person. And I don't know why it is, but for me, everybody thinks I'm either a bandit, military, or police. It's probably the way I dress, I carry myself, and or when you see me armed certain ways, then that's what gives them the impression. And impression is exactly what we all have to offer. And the impression is the same thing that when you make these new friends, or when I make these new friends, I say I'm looking for a good impression. If they're dorks to start off with, we're going to have problems. And but that's very seldom. Very seldom does that happen. Like I say, I really do treat others like I want to be treated. I really do that. And it's one of these really cool sayings, but it has worked out well for me, even though we don't speak the same language. But yes, getting along with others is the trick. What they do in their past, you got to kind of oversee, even though their past might have been last night. So, but yes, try to get along with others. My thing is, we're going to need each other to get through this mess. Now, this mess could be me out in the middle of some place in Central America, or it could be you in the United States. Wherever you're at, we will need each other. And there is a mess that we are involved in right now. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.